What's going on, everyone? Carlos here at Disney World Freak. It is Tuesday. It is another Shooting a Breeze Disney Friends and Shenanigans show. I don't know how much shenanigans we're going to get into. I don't know how much Shooting a Breeze we're going to get into, but I do have a friend waiting in the green room, so he is going to be joining us soon. But as always, I don't know why I didn't have this set up. As always, a shout out to Dean at The Live Place, theliveplace.com, home of all the family-friendly streamers. I was streaming with Dean yesterday. It was so much fun with Rob Fuzz and Tina from Team Marie Photography. This week has begun the movie marathon week. So there is 35 channels, according to Dean, involved in this marathon week. So check out theliveplace.com. Go see. It's actually up on the top tab. You can click down and click on movie marathon, and you'll know every channel that's coming on during the marathon and what movies they will be discussing. Yesterday we did the 50s and 60s. I cheated. I put a movie in from the 30s. Rob Fuzz caught it right off the bat and called the cops on me. They came by and did nothing about it. But if you go watch the replay, you can hear the sirens and I think they knocked on the door. But even I think they figured out that who cares? It was still a great movie that I picked, so go check it out. Also check out Dean. Check out The Live Place on YouTube. A lot of great content. I have gone to my mailbox. I didn't see any mail there, so I know I hadn't stopped in a few days, a little more than a week. But yeah, so let me, before I bring in a chat, let me bring in this guy.
Hello,
the great one.
Hey, Carlos,
the great one. And I got the banner done right there. See, I didn't have it ready for last week. Wow. But here's the banner, the great Marco. There's his YouTube channel. 296 subscribers. If I
97, I think. I've been
97.
Three away from 300.
Oh, that's awesome. You're gonna catch up to me before I get any further. I'm telling you. And that's how it should be. You've been around a lot longer, and you're a lot more famous than what I am. That's for sure. But I wanted to get the banner out. And I know you're on Twitter, but I didn't get the Twitter link put up. But Marco is on Twitter.
Yep.
I'm sure everybody knows who the great Marco is if you follow Resort TV One and all the other wonderful streamers that he follows, and he's in the chat. He is the mod extraordinaire.
Yep. And I'm appearing with on Rob Fuzzy's stream on Friday on the movie marathon. I think we're doing Steven Spielberg films. So me and Rob and probably a few others on that on Friday. So yeah.
I thought of doing my own, but I had Saturday already booked up with the interviews, and then I don't know, maybe I could have done one today. I just, I didn't, whatever. I didn't think about it. I knew I was going on with Dean, and that's my kind of movie. So after that, I didn't know what else to talk about. I didn't know what movies to go with. So, being with Dean and Rob Fuzz yesterday and Tina, it was a lot of fun. I did cheat. I just said that I didn't cheat on purpose. It was my, one of my favorite movies, so I put it out there. I didn't even think of the year, 50s, 60s. All right, so it was from the 30s. Big deal.
You showed your age there.
Yeah, no, not one bit. Not one bit. I am pretty young, Mark. I am pretty young. 42 years old. That's it. But I grew up watching The Nerve of You, Rob. Yeah, come fight with me. Come on, get on the stream. What are you doing sitting on your phone or something? But yeah, it was a great time. It really is, and I highly recommend everybody going to watch it. I forgot what Meg's was yesterday. Road Trip Dave did Indiana Jones on Saturday, and Meg did oh my God, one of the movie series that I have never watched, Lord of the Rings. I think she did Lord of the Rings, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I've never seen that movie series either.
Yeah, it's just never got into it.
No.
I don't want to say it's not my thing, because I said Marvel wasn't my thing either. Then I watched a few, and it's like, all right, pretty cool. But I still haven't watched them all. I gave up. I made a few people happy, and I said, forget it. Let me see who's in the chat. Samantha Lowe. It's a slow start, but we're there. We got 9 people watching. Thanks for popping in. Hopefully, we'll get some more in pretty soon. I know a couple of people are going live from the park today. So hey. I'd rather be watching a part 2 myself, but it is Tuesday.
I'm trying not to be offended by that, Carlos. You don't want to spend time with me?
No. Oh no, trust me, I'd love to spend time with you. I'm just saying, I'd be watching parks myself over my own stream. Samantha Lowe, welcome in. I'm sure Samantha's in the park, and if not, I am shocked as heck that she's not. And this guy, look at this guy. He comes on, but he comes on from like, the backyard, by a pool or something.
No pool. Pool's gone. Pool's taken down.
Pool's taken down. Just welcoming in everybody in the chat. The great Marco, of course.
I heard my name like 15 times, so I said I got to go and say hi. So
yeah, well, nobody told you to call the cops yesterday. Jesus,
I know.
It wasn't that bad.
Caitlin, Carlos, literally, there was one rule. It had to be from the 50s or the 60s. One rule. I talked to Dee later in the day. I'm like, there's one rule.
I couldn't even do that. You had one job to do.
One job. Did you hear the devastating news that just came out? Just 10 minutes ago. My childhood legend icon, Eddie Van Halen, has died today.
Oh, did he really?
Such a shame, yeah.
Eddie Van Halen died today?
Yeah, it just hit like 10 minutes ago. So
I had just gotten in here, and I don't have I'm streaming off the phone, so I couldn't.
He had mouth cancer for the longest time.
I was gonna say, I remember him going through cancer. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry to bring down the stream, but his son just tweeted it like a half hour ago. So
yeah,
terrible news. Terrible news.
Wow.
I love Van Halen, one of my idols, amazing guitar player. So. Yeah, Walt just said 65 years old. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Walt just said it. Just stinks.
Let me finish welcoming into the chat. We'll get into that. We'll get into everything else. Make It Blue, Caitlin, welcome in. Alex the Filmmaker, hey buddy, what's going on? Thanks for being here. Dreamers Empire. That was hilarious. Thanks. No, thank you, Dean, for having me on it. And it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I cheated, not on purpose, but I cheated. Hello to everyone and all the ships at sea. Miles Talk Walk, welcome in, buddy. I can't even talk right now. Well, that's normal for me.
Oh man, just lost a subscriber.
Kenny Mom, Cynthia, welcome in. My chat just jumped everywhere. Walter Grams, Dougie, I know you messaged me. I know you're still at work, buddy. Sorry I'm not sorry that you're working. I'm good. I'm happy that you're back to work, but sorry that it's on Tuesdays. One of the greatest guitar players, really talented. Yes, Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah, seen him 10 times at least. So good.
Gone at 65. Wow.
It was great to see the dynamic with his son and him playing too. His son took over playing bass in the band. I prefer the original lineup, but it was good to see the dynamic with them. So,
Tina, T. Marie Photography, welcome in.
Hey, Tina. We had fun yesterday with Tina. Tina was awesome.
I lose 2 and gain 1, then lose 2 more and gain 3. The subs go up and down. Only when you come on this stream, right, Walt? Because lately on your streams, everything just goes up. Walt's gaining like 50 to 60 subs a stream, if not more.
Doing awesome.
Doing real good. Well, from one sad news to another, I was talking to Mark off stream. I'm not used to calling him Mark. It's like the great Marco. Every time you type in chat, the great Marco.
What are you calling Mark for? It's the great Marco. Just show respect, man. That dude's a legend. What's up, Marco? Excuse me. What's up, the great Marco?
I'm good, thanks, Rob.
No, we were talking off stream about. Sad. Definitely sad as Eddie Van Halen passing away. Of course, you hate to lose legends like that, but Disney news that it happened during my stream last week. We were all on, but it happened late. Was
I see a trend here? Not good, Carlos.
What, you lose it? Just
bad things happen during your stream.
Oh, bad things happen during my streams. Yes. All the layoffs.
Yeah, it's horrible.
The orchestra. It was nice to see them. It was nice of Josh from Resort TV One, and I know other channels were there, but of course our people, Josh from Resort TV One, being there for the last show. It was nice how the curtain went up and they came back out and said, gave one last wave. It would have been nice if they would have just said, forget what we're supposed to do.
An encore.
Yeah, forget what we're supposed to do. Yeah. Let's grab our instruments and play. I think that would have been great.
Well, I would have loved the drummer when he did the Muppets theme. I would have loved the drummer on that last show to just go crazy like animal on that last.
Right. I don't get that show. Like even Josh was saying on his stream, was like, well, mix it up a little. It's the same 15-minute show every single time.
Yeah,
It's just like it was bizarre. Like just even like let him play for like a half hour, like that last one. Let him play like a bunch of songs or anything. It's another thing too. It was just shame that theater. It's just like it had to be 30% capacity, I guess, or whatever. It just was weird with every other seat and everything. So
yeah,
it was sad. Sorry, Carlos.
No, because that's what we were talking about off stream. It's sad that they're being laid off, and Mark was saying that he gets it, and I get it. The layoffs, we get the layoffs. They weren't, they weren't the reason you went to the Grand Floridian. But I was telling Mark that, we would always say, hey, let's go resort hop. All right, let's go to Grand Floridian. You remember, hey, that's right, that orchestra is there. Not anymore. It's a reason. I know people went to Grand Floridian to see the elegance of it.
Yeah. It was a nice added touch.
It was a nice added touch.
It was the cherry on top of the cake.
Exactly.
The ice cream, whatever.
The ice cream.
Whatever. All the above.
But it's not there anymore. They're gone. And we were touching on this, Mark. There's that little slight chance of them coming back because it is a layoff. But do we really believe that them and the other legend from Disney, Bob, do we really believe they'll be back?
I don't know. Walt's in the saying, why do you think they're gone? You don't think that? I was thinking, like a hotel locally, it would be cool, like the Gaylord Palms, or some of those hotels local with that huge Marriott or something, picking them up, and I unfortunately, like you said, it was a nice added feature. Like I said, the cherry on top, but like, were they really packing the house in? Probably not. You know what I mean? But it's just the way I feel about it is, take that away. Take Bob away. Take, like even Jed from the Disney vlog. She was awesome. She did such a great job. Why would you take someone like your reporter from your vlog? Like they keep just taking the magic away. That's the way I feel. And, I guess I saw a thing at their forecasted report is bad. Like they're going to lose so much money. So I guess it's a tourniquet on the move.
And I
guess.
get that.
I don't know.
And I get that, and I get the layoffs, but do we really believe? I can't find your banner, Rob, and I'm getting really mad.
It's all right. Rob, everyone here subscribes.
Where's Rob's banner?
It's like banner's good.
I put it right there.
Oh no, you know what it is? Because it doesn't say Rob. It says King of Retro, Rob Fuzz. That's why. That's why I couldn't find it.
We were talking off stream, weren't we, about how we wonder if kind of Disney, or I was wondering whether Disney are kind of trying to refocus more to a younger demographic, because Grand Floridian Orchestra, they were great, but they appeal to a certain demographic, i.e. kind of older people that are more interested in jazz rather than, pre-teens that just want to see Disney characters and ride rides and things. Same with Yeehaw Bob. I'm not saying they didn't have any appeal to that age group, but it just kind of feels like Disney is sort of maybe skimming the top kind of off that upper age demographic.
As you said that, Marco, in my mind, as you say that, I'm picturing people walking into the Grand Floridian and it's turned into a disco. It's black. There's lights. There's a DJ up there. It's a rave. It's like Coachella. There's like 5,000 people on the floor.
Well, don't forget, they're not even up on a balcony anymore. They were removed from the balcony, put on the first floor when that Beauty and the Beast little bar opened up.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
But even Port Orleans Riverside, that's a big loss. I mean, that place was packed. Yeehaw Bob was one. You can't say that about the orchestra, but Yeehaw Bob was a person. People going to Disney would be like planning their day around going to see Yeehaw Bob.
Yeah.
Yeehaw Bob is one that I laughed at my wife. I says, Universal must be rubbing their hands together to be like, oh my God, we're going to get Yeehaw Bob. Somebody's going to pick him up.
Yeah.
You said the Gaylord Palm for maybe the orchestra or something, but I see Bob in one of their resorts.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, at least, but Yeehaw Bob is still doing. I think he's still doing his weekly live streams, isn't he? On his Facebook page,
Yeah.
He still does them from his home, and he's doing. So that's the one kind of saving grace, I guess, is that you can still watch Yeehaw Bob.
But
it's not the same.
Not even close. Don't get me wrong. I'll sing along at home and smile and whatnot because of his energy and just hearing those songs that we used to hear in person. But I mean, the show was the audience. The audience part of the show was the reason we all went to see Bob because, I love the guy. I love listening to the guy, but he's hard to understand sometimes when he's singing. So it's not, it's not the easiest thing to watch, but it was fun. I was looking forward to going to see him. I mean, when we booked this trip last year, it was during, I think it was during the stream where Jenna and Dale were there. And Dale was doing a run-in with the, with him.
Yes.
I looked at my wife. I says, I can't wait. I can't wait to go to Port Orleans with the kids. But again, that was a year ago, and then everything went to what. Yeah. I have made a stream dedicated to help these layoff cast members. Carlos, you have no idea how much I have cried for my cast family who are going through right now. Says Caitlin. Don't forget the cast members we know. Cynthia, yes. Candy Mom, first welcome in. Thank you for being here. Yes, we do know of cast members personally from our community who were laid off, who got the phone call. Even out in the West Coast, we know a couple from out there. It's rough.
I mean, this is it. We talk about the Grand Floridian Orchestra and Yeehaw Bob because they're high profile, but 28,000.
A lot.
It's such a big number. It affects so many people.
And how many were in Disneyland from Disneyland? The majority, right?
I don't actually know. I'm not sure the breakdown between Disney World and Disneyland.
I heard there was like 6,000.
6,000 from Disney World. Or 6,800, something like that.
68 in the 6,000 range. So I'm going to assume the rest is Disneyland, which isn't open. That I get, and I thought it was. That's what I thought it was. So, oh man.
I found my car key. Now my wife can go pick up Sonic for dinner. Thank you, car key.
I don't understand. What is the car key thing? I see she's on the streams and everything. But why do you? Is there something? Why do you say that?
It's just her name.
That's the way people.
We've all. Her name is Carol.
Okay.
And Carol, I'm assuming, because I've heard it on almost every stream. So I think whatever stream
she doesn't come on my streams, but if she comes on my streams, I gotta make something up too. So,
well, Carol, you got to get on to Rob.
I mean, I think the thing,
Friday.
Marco, do you have your wig, Marco?
I mean, say again.
Do you have the wig, Marco? Sorry.
I do. I do. Not actually with me. It's upstairs, but I can go get it. I'll have it for Friday if you want.
Good. Thank you.
No, I mean the thing about these layoffs. The thing about these layoffs is, Disney. It is going to come back. There is going to come a time when Disney World is fully open again. Fully up to capacity. Disneyland California is open. Disney are going to need staff to run these. So it's difficult for these people that have been laid off in the interim, but I'm hopeful that Disney will be able to bring a majority of them
I hope so,
back.
too.
It's just, I guess the issue is, how long is it going to be? Because obviously these people have got families, they've got mouths to feed, they need income. So Disney will get these 28,000 people back. Will it be the same 28,000 or another 28,000? Who knows? And also who knows when? But for the people that have been laid off, I mean, my heart goes out to them because that's
Dennis Algazi, welcome in.
Whatever job you do, whether it's Disney or to get laid off, especially in the current climate, it is just.
Are you nervous? Is anybody nervous that Disney is going to find a way to run its parks?
Yeah, I am. Me. Right here. You don't have to finish your thought. Yes. Go ahead, finish your thought.
With less cast members, with less,
that was my point. That's my point. I didn't really make, but it's take away that, take away the band, take away Yeehaw, take away the blogger, take away,
non-essential
many
people
I know.
that add something to it, but are not kind of essential to the day-to-day operations.
That was my question, Carlos, because I'll be honest with you, I've heard you up and down and everything. Like, how do you feel about going there in just a few weeks? How are you feeling? I want to know.
In what
is it bothering you already?
It's kind of, because I was looking forward to seeing the orchestra in person. I was.
Yeah, it was like the big picture. I'm saying, like, with all those losses and everything. Well,
no,
time out. Like, you saw it like it was a lot less crowded and everything. Now you've seen in the last 2 weeks, it's the crowds are going higher, and then now the firing of these people.
It's to touch on the crowds. It's bothering me a little bit because back 6 months ago we were not going, and then all of a sudden it's like, all right, fine, let's go, because we're never going to get to go to a park this empty. We're never going to go to Disney where it's a 10-minute wait for anything. All right, so that's gone up. Have I changed my mind about going? No. Is it starting to bother me that, we're going to wait now 30 minutes? A little bit. It's not what I was expecting 2 months ago when the park first opened. Does that change my feelings of is it still going to be fun and magical and whatever? Yeah. Now, the firing of all the layoffs and everything, again, they're not park essential. The parks are still running. The resorts are still running without the band, without Hee-Haw Bob. And actually, Port Orleans didn't even open, so Hee-Haw Bob wasn't coming back for a while. It's not concerning to me.
Port Orleans isn't open?
No, Port Orleans is not open yet.
Okay.
So it's that, for my trip, it's not concerning. Again, I have a heart, so I do feel for these people being laid off. I am concerned with what is Disney really thinking? That's why I brought up, can they run the park? Are they going to see, hey, we can run the parks without this? Let's lay off some more and say, hey, we can do it now without this.
Well, there's obviously,
too.
I mean, we have seen the crowds increase, haven't we, over recent weeks? So there's obviously a demand. There's obviously a desire for people to go to Disney. Now, there's got to come a point where Disney say, well, hang on, if we've got this many people in the parks, then there's this demand for the resource. We're going to need staff to run these. There's got to come a point where Disney say, well, hang on, we've not got enough staff to be able to reopen Port Orleans or to reopen all these other.
Mark, let me ask you this, and I'm going to bring in this guy. This guy's very knowledgeable.
Not Walt.
Not Walt. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Anybody that comes on is going to come on.
Walt knows I love him.
No, but before we get to that, I just want to say hello to Jeff or Angela from This Our Dreams. Laurie Jean Carlson, thank you for being here. My good friends Tommy and Claudia from Corner Sports, thank you for popping in. Marco, I don't think I asked you last week your thoughts on this, and I've given my thoughts on it. Do you think that Disney is allowing more people in, or do you think that people are just more comfortable and they're just going? In other words, do you think Disney has raised their capacity level?
I think it's a bit of both. I think people are becoming more happy to be around other people in parks. I think Disney have probably upped the capacity a little bit, but like I was just saying, there's got to come a point that there's got to be a limit to the capacity they can do with the staff they've got. And if they want to raise that limit, they're going to have to bring more staff in.
I've actually heard this guy answer that question, and I really love his answer. So you should ask Walt. Because he was there first.
I did last week. But,
right.
Walt is more than welcome to throw in his 2 cents there.
I guess it was your show. I heard it. It was it's been a week, so Walt might reformulate his answer. So
no. I think they're looking to increase capacity for sure. First off, has anybody seen the deals they're offering right now, especially Florida residents?
No.
You can get a 4-day park pass for $49 a day.
Really? I did not see that.
55 for 2 days, 54 for 3, and 49 for 4. That's $49 a day.
Is that through Disney?
Mm-hmm.
I did not
Are they
notice that.
desperate to get people in there? Well, it doesn't
I mean,
seem like it is.
I think probably the issue is because there's no international visitors coming. There's no flights.
No international.
So
and they
Disney having to focus on locals essentially to fill the parks at the moment.
Absolutely. And the other thing too is even with the increased capacity, they're still not making anywhere near the money they would normally make if these were normal times. So even at 50%, they're still not anywhere near where they would normally be. I mean, on a regular day, Disney might be at 50%. Normally, they're even higher than that. Weekend special events, they're at 75, 80%. So to be at 40, 50%, they're still well below where they want to be.
Do you think they're breaking even?
No, I don't think they're breaking even. Look, what frustrates me, and I hate to say this, is I've been saying this from day one, that everybody has a line in the sand, including Walt Disney. When it comes to money, everybody's like, oh, they have this unlimited amount of money. They'll be fine. No. Even the great and all-powerful Oz that is Walt Disney Company, the well will dry up if they don't get people back to work and open these parks. And that's why they can't wait. And that's why California is killing them by not being open right now. They are losing exponential amounts of money, and it's reverberating across both parks because people are losing their jobs. I will say this. I think Yeehaw Bob and the orchestra, once things get back to normal, I wouldn't be surprised if Disney has them back. Now, will they come back? They might. Right now they got to cut costs. It's about cutting costs.
I think the way Bob said his goodbye online, on Twitter, I think again, what we're hearing is different than what the cast members are hearing. We're hearing layoffs, and to us Americans, no offense, Mark, but you hear a layoff, it's like, all right, I'm being laid off. Let me go collect a little bit. I can be called back or I can't. The way I took it from Bob was, that's it. I'm done. 23 years or whatever it was. I got fired pretty much.
He might have. And the other thing too is unfortunately, I think a lot of what you guys said is true. How many actual people are seeing? And I love Yeehaw Bob and I love the orchestra, but how many people are going to Disney saying, "Hey, I want to go see Yeehaw Bob. That's why I'm going to Disney." Hey, I want to go see the orchestra. Nobody.
It's not. But not the orchestra. But like I said about Yeehaw Bob, it is definitely something that I would throw into my agenda.
But if he's not, are you not going to go now that he's not there?
No. But it's something that you put in your agenda when you're planning your trip. We need some. I'm not saying all. You're right. Some. It's something that you're doing your plans at home, right? I have, well, not this trip, but we always have lists of what we're going to do, where we're going to go. Bob was always something we had to put that day aside to go. That was us. Right. And like you said, the orchestra, no, the orchestra wasn't, but it is something that when you get there, you're like, that's right. They're here. Let's listen for a while. They're not there anymore. There is no, I don't want to say there's no reason to go to Glare Floridian. But to go there and be like, all right, this is nice. The balcony, take a picture.
Well, I didn't go even when they were there. So for me, I'm not. Like, for instance, I'll give you another example. The Hoop-Dee-Doo Review. Everybody there got let go as well.
Right.
Do you honestly think that the Hoop-Dee-Doo Review is never coming back?
I can't. You know what? I don't know.
Of course,
I don't know. I don't know, man. Disney.
It's hugely popular.
It is, and
it
and
was
I
the
know
longest
the
running
income,
stage show in the United States.
I know the money's great from there. For what they charge, I know the money.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I just think right now they need to tread water. They're losing. Dole Whip Dad said it. Jeff said it months back. He said Disney's losing $50 million a day opening the parks. Now they're only losing $10 million a day. Would you rather lose 10 a day or 50 a day? Yes, they're still losing, but they're not losing as much.
It's crazy.
And they've got to cut costs. I mean, ultimately, everybody has that line in the sand where they say, I can't cross this line. Once you hit this point, things have got to stop and change. And that's where we are. Disney held on as long as they could.
Hey, Joey's World, welcome in. I was trying to welcome you all in, but I didn't want to cut anybody off. Alyssa Stenberg, welcome in. I got a phone call. Come back. Cynthia. Joey's will, but Walt, Bob was a moneymaker. We would not go to the resort unless to see him. He packs them in a lounge for 2 nightly shows, a lounge that would have been empty.
Okay, 2 nightly shows. But how many people can get in that lounge? 50?
Yeah,
50?
50 to 100.
I mean, small.
50? Sitting a little bit to the outside.
Okay. Yeah. So I get what you're saying. It's not a disrespect. He's fantastic. He brings energy. He's an incredible, awesome act. But in the end, he's not tipping the needle.
Yeah, but I think it was, to me, it was the combination of everything. Sorry, Marco. Not just him.
No, it's not just him. It is a combination of everything. That's why you haven't seen – that's why all these people are being laid off. Like you said, the one lady that's on the Disney Parks blog, she got let go.
Yeah.
She's one I totally believe will be back. Her, I believe it's like you're gonna go home. You're gonna go home for 6 months. She
was not gonna get paid for 6 months.
Well, she's gonna collect for 6 months,
that's the other difference too. The difference between a layoff or at least a furlough and being fired is with a furlough, if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, you still keep your benefits.
Yep.
You're fired, you lose your benefits. Yep. Look, say what you want. All the money is in the benefits. The amount of money that Disney pays for health insurance, life insurance, this, that, and the money is in the benefits.
Well, he said it. It was in that press release they put out was they don't have to pay the benefits now. They're saving money for that.
Big money though. Big money.
Oh, I agree.
I mean, have you ever look at your pay stub on what your company pays for your benefits compared to what you pay? Yeah. It's not even close.
No, you're right. I totally understand that, and I get it. And I know everybody does. Everybody gets
this
the
isn't
layoffs.
Disney's fault.
No, and it isn't. No,
it's not.
It isn't Josh D'Amaro's fault either. The way Disney, pretty much threw him under the bus out there.
Everybody likes to point fingers. Find the right.
Well, there's no finger. You know what? There's nobody at Disney to blame right now.
This is Disney.
It's the world. It's the world we live in right now. They had to do it. They run a business. They had to do it. We all get it. But hey, we're all sad. Some of us are sadder than others, for different reasons. But
I mean, we talk about the parks, and obviously they are the big money earner for Disney. But let's not forget that all the Disney cruises, they've not been running for months. There's no sign that they're going to be starting up any soon. Now they generate, I'm sure, quite a nice revenue stream for Disney as well. So it's not, whilst the parks are the main focus, the main breadwinner, there are these other strands of Disney that are still not operational.
When was the last time $1 billion box office movie came out?
Yeah, that's huge for them right now. But we've been told, and from what I've read in the past, they don't take from the Marvel movies and put it into the parks. They are their own separate entities for their own money. Now, if push comes to shove, but in this case, they wouldn't be taking from Marvel anyway for the parks, supposedly. That all stays in the production for the movies. That money stays in the movies. So,
Grace F says,
stay in the parks.
Furlough is also for the company. When you come back, Disney won't have to do paperwork as if you are a new employee. It's a lot easier for them too. As a furlough, or as laid off, because even laid off, they don't have to do anything new. Fired, they would have to do something new, all new paperwork. So even with laid off, the paperwork is still the same. They just get called back
But in today's world, though, paperwork's less.
Yeah,
it's not really. I mean, I know you don't mean literal paperwork, but I mean, human resources is nowhere near what it used to be in the old days when you would have 15 people that worked in human resources. Human resources today might be 2. I work for a huge company, a nationwide company, and human resources might be 15 people, 10.
Wow.
For a company that has as big as Disney, we have tens of thousands of employees.
I don't know if Walt cheered me up or made me more depressed. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
No, it's a great conversation. I'm glad we're having it.
I love hearing Walt talk. I'll be honest with you.
Walt's very knowledgeable. Walt can pick on me as much
good.
as he wants, but I always love Walt's take on everything. I really do. Yeah. Thrill Seeks, welcome in. Hello, Disney World Freak. Thanks for being here.
They hate it. They're just being nice to me.
and Grace F, thank you for being here. I think this is the first time I've seen you in my chat. If it's not, well, I apologize. And Thank you for being here. If you
Yeah,
like what you see,
Marco, say it, Marco. Cheer me up, Marco. What do you say about Grace F?
Yeah, what happened to
As
Grace's
Rob
A, B,
Close.
C, D, and E? That's right. I need the wig.
That's the best line
Grace,
ever.
you're an A in our book.
and Caitlin, I'm going to touch on that just because my wife has been all googly. My wife's a big googly eye over Josh Duhamel, and whatever. He's a handsome man and real nice guy. I'm sure he is, but broke down several times with cast members of Downtown Disney District last week. He feels just as heartbroken as we do. I met Josh when I was a CP, and even he was high up. He made sure to say hi. Listen, I'm sure Josh is a great guy. He seems like it. Everybody that has run into him, taking pictures or whatever, I get it. But I'm sorry, don't let him fool you. He didn't get to that position for being for being the nice guy. He got there for being the smart guy.
Right.
And this to me is just another way. And I'd love to meet him. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to take a selfie with him and this and that. The guy looks amazing and he sounds amazing.
He was on our stream.
What is it?
We had him on stream one time.
That's right. And whatever. But again, he is also the businessman. Is he putting on his show? I hope not. And maybe not. I'm sure he's heartbroken. I'm sure Geiger is heartbroken.
Time out.
Grace's comment.
Rewind a little.
What?
Amazing comes with the name. That's funny. You're saying Josh Tomorrow was crying as a show? He put on a show. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying he was putting on a show. But I'm just saying that it doesn't hurt. It helps. It helps him a little bit. That's all I'm saying.
He's the bum, He's the bum. He's the one whose name was on that letter. So.
He was. He got thrown under the bus.
But I think people's frustration and anger is misplaced, though. I think it's misguided. I think they're pointing the finger at the wrong area.
They are.
And that's and I get it. You're always going to look. You're right. His name's at the bottom of the letter, so he's ultimately the guy who's taking the brunt of it. But
do you think
it wouldn't have been his decision? In a big company like Disney, he wouldn't have made. He wouldn't have just woken up one morning and say, "Hey, I'm going to fire 28,000 people today."
No,
yes,
but he is ultimately the guy, though. But he is ultimately the guy that has to.
He's ultimately the guy at the top.
He has to make the recommendation or make the okay for the position that he's in.
Do you think he woke up in the morning and said, "I'll take the blunt. I'll take the blunt of this"?
No. I think it comes with the job. He's the vice president. He's the president of the parks.
Right.
It is his job. It is. He is the guy that runs the park. So if he's firing or letting people go from the parks, guess what?
Yeah, but was it all 28,000 layoffs from the parks, or was it from Disney itself? From the movies and everything. I didn't read that deep into it, so I'm just wondering. It was in the letter.
Just the parks.
Okay. He's staying positive. No, he's staying positive. Listen, and I'm sure he means it. I'm sure he feels it. Nobody wants to lay off 28,000, especially during this time. Nobody wants to do this. But I'm just saying,
don't they treat each thing as a different entity? Like Disney Parks is a different entity, right?
Yeah, like you said, it's different.
Sorry, Carlos. It's only your stream.
When they do their reports, when they do their third quarter, fourth quarter reports, they report them separately. They talk about the parks. They talk about their movie productions. They talk about it's all different.
Yeah. Were you a big Eddie Van Halen fan, Walt?
I'm gonna miss him. I liked Van Halen. I liked the original Van Halen with David Lee Roth personally. Sammy Hagar was good. I think they actually probably had better success with Hagar, but I actually liked David Lee Roth. I thought he was funny. He was kind of the comic relief with them. So.
It was just such a shame. The last time I saw him was a couple of years ago, and they just did not get along with Dave Lee Roth. Like literally, Dave Lee Roth. Like I heard, because my friend said Dave Lee Roth took his own bus in, walked in, performed, walked out. It just was sad towards the end there. So, but I'm glad I did get to see him the last couple.
Look, say what you want. The backbone behind Van Halen was Eddie Van Halen.
Dude, hell yeah, it's his band.
Well, but he's also the guy that write the songs. He's incredible, one of the best guitarists ever. Period. I mean,
I think so.
Say what you want. David Lee Roth was a lot of fun. He brought charisma to the group, but it's Eddie Van Halen is the guy behind the band.
Yeah, definitely. Such a loss.
That's my opinion. It is.
Tommy says not to get political, but we are lucky the governor of California is not the governor of Florida. You know
so
what?
Wait, I wanted to ask. I got confused because obviously Walt lives in Florida. Like I saw the governor was like, all right, there's like this is my understanding. I just don't know, and I'm going to go after Walt answers this. But did he just totally say there's no restriction on anything? Like what was that deal? And did he? What was the deal?
We're about there. I mean, we're in phase 3. There are a lot of the restrictions are kind of lifted at this point. And there's a few things that kind of companies can take on their own. Like even though everything's restricted, it lifted down here. My company still said, we'll see you in January. But like, for instance, the one thing he did do was he did say, and anybody in the chat, please correct me if I'm wrong. He said that even the local governments, he's overriding them and not allowing them, restricting restaurants below 50%. So like, let's say, for instance, Mayor Demings of Orange County says, well, the governor might say this, but for us in Orange County, you can't have more than 30% capacity in your restaurants. The governor's saying, no, you can't do that. I'm overriding it. That you have to go at least 50%. At least 50%, if not higher. And personally,
I was under the impression there's no restrictions.
It's really not.
He said there's no restrictions.
It kind of comes. You can do what you can do. What companies can do what they want, I think. And for me personally, I think it's about time. People need to get back to work. I've been saying that for the longest time. It's not that I'm saying don't be diligent, be responsible, be safe. But in the long run, people got to eat.
Well, for me, New York is on that note, Walt, because you live there in Florida, because you are in Disney 3-4 days a week, whatever it is. If the governor goes and put his foot down and says no more masks, would you still wear yours, or would you be like, it's about time, let me take this thing off?
Well, let's talk about that. That's a good question, because me wearing my mask protects you, not me.
I agree.
Right. I agree.
Thank God New York.
Then I don't understand the question, because it doesn't do me any good. If I don't have it, and I know I don't because I've already tested, why do I need to wear a mask? Because wearing the mask isn't protecting me.
I am one of those.
No, I'm not going to wear the mask.
All right.
Why would I wear it? That's my question back. Why, if I know that I've tested negative, unless I'm missing something, and that could be, my mask protects you.
Because you can still catch it from somebody that is positive and not wearing a mask.
Yeah. Well, I can get it anyway, because they're not. But me wearing the mask. Okay, I get what you're saying now. Yeah.
Listen, I'm with you.
I
was one of the first ones to say that it's not doing me any good because I don't have it. I can't pass it to you. The reason for the mask is if you have it, not to pass it on.
Right. Exactly.
I get that. But there is those suckers out there that won't wear it either. That are sick. So yeah, it kind of helps you too. It does help us. Mm-hmm. It's a 50-50
I think you should wear a mask. 100%.
But I'm just asking, as a person that's down
me no matter what. But if I get it, see, here's the thing. Here's how it should work. It doesn't.
Donna, welcome in, Donna. Thank you for popping in.
Okay,
let's say Disney Springs. Hold on, Walt. Sorry, man. I was just trying to read this. Donna is just popping in, heading to Disney Springs for dinner, meeting friends from out of town. Nice, Donna. Where are you going? Somewhere nice? I want to go too.
Donna, I'll meet you there. I can be there in 20 minutes.
Yeah, well, rub it in. Who am I hearing?
You should wear a mask. Wear a mask.
But here's the thing: if I don't have it and I don't wear the mask, okay. Somebody else has it, doesn't wear the mask, and I get it. I'm not going to the parks anyway.
I think the issue is, Rob, I agree with you that wearing the mask is not to protect you, it's to protect other people that you come in contact with.
Right. If you get COVID, you might not know it.
How can you be 100% sure that you don't have it? Because people can get this and test negative initially. People can get this and not be symptomatic, be asymptomatic and still have it. I think that's where the issue with the masks comes in. Why? Personally, I would still.
But here's the thing. That's going to be forever, because this isn't ever going away. So are we going to wear? Or is everybody wearing masks for the rest of our lives?
Well, no, because I mean there is talk, isn't there? There's potentially going to be a vaccine. Now, if there's
well,
a
that's what they
vaccine,
say. They have the flu vaccine. How many people still die from the flu every year?
A lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's not.
I've never agreed
This
so
is
much
what
with
frustrates me so
like
much
I am
with
right
it.
now, but
We're. I'm just saying, even if we get a vaccine, it's not a cure. It's a vaccine. Vaccine helps to prevent it, possibly, but that doesn't mean you're still not going to get it. I mean,
and eventually there'll be an antibiotic, just like there is for the flu and everything.
Possibly.
You know, but you're right. No, I'm with you, man. Like I said, I haven't agreed with Walt as I do so much right now. No, it's true, man. But you know, and we're fine talking about it on this show. This is why we're here. My show. It's anything's on the table. I don't care as long as we behave.
Wolfgang Pucks, go, Wolf, go. Wolfgang Pucks, go.
I had the swine flu back in whatever year it was that it was around. I did. I was a case number up here in Massachusetts. I was. And how many people died of the swine flu?
He's going. Donna said Wolfgang Pucks, Orlando Magical, dining there, $35 for a 3-course. I'm going. I'm gonna fly down, Don. I'll be there.
Donna also said I'm trying to catch up on the chat. And Jeff's here. If anybody didn't realize,
hi, Jeff.
Sitting below me.
Hi, guys.
And unfortunately, I got to get going, guys. So, Jeff, good seeing you. Marco, I'll see you Friday. Carlos, thank you for having me on.
All right, Rob.
Bye, Walt. Thanks, guys. I'll be listening. Bye, guys.
Right, thanks, buddy. I just highlighted, but now I can't even see it. When I get your mask, good. I would wear mine. I don't want to risk anyone else's health. Too big of a responsibility. I wouldn't be able to live with myself. No, Donna, that's right. But that's, of course. If you had it, you know, if you knew you had it, Walter's right. We knew we wouldn't go out. I'm sorry. If I'm sick, I'm not going to go out. It's just, yeah, I don't know. It's you wearing a mask helps so that people stay safe. Yes.
And how do you determine that it's your fault that the person?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the other thing too. How do you determine that?
Donna mentioned that she's going to Wolfgang Pucks, $35 for 3.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Isn't
that place
awesome?
is good. Wolfgang Pucks is good.
That's not the quick service. That's the regular one, right?
Right.
Because
across
my wife's trying to convince me to grab that for Thanksgiving instead of Raglan Road right now because that's all that's available.
Rob's on his way down for dinner. Donna, he probably is.
I feel like it's a minor inconvenience. It could prevent a major problem. Donna says sounds like a plan to Tommy. I guess Tommy's flying down. Tommy might be down there. Tommy, never know what Tommy.
It is a minor inconvenience.
It is, and I plan on wearing mine
for the rest of your life.
No, not the rest of my life. I'm talking about when we go to Disney in a couple of months. Next month. I keep saying a couple of months. Next month. On an average, 30 to 50,000 people die in the U.S. every year of the flu. So if it's an annual deaths countdown to 30,000 from COVID, we ditch the masks. What's acceptable? I don't know what's acceptable. I don't. I listen to whatever's out there. I do whatever I'm told to do.
We don't want anybody to die from it. Yeah. Nobody. Period.
You better be coming down in November. I have a whole room full of stuff for you to take back.
Are you flying down? How are you going to get it back home?
No, I drive.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we've flown before, but no, we're driving. I didn't buy flights when they were $75, $85 each way. I'm not buying them now when they're up to like 180.
Bring an extra suitcase.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we just throw everything in the trunk.
Those Haunted Mansion things are big.
Oh, speaking of Haunted Mansion,
they'll find a way. They'll get in. Yeah, Jeff's picking me up. What did I say? I think I said it to you or somebody else. I said, "What's the point of us shopping when we get down here?" Jeff already bought everything.
Yeah.
What are we gonna buy? I'm gonna buy a couple of Christmas ornaments, and that's about it because everything else has been bought.
I can't wait for that, man. That's right around the corner.
The Spanish flu lasted about 2.5 years without any antibiotics, and they just kind of died out. Yeah, Lisa. Man, you know what? I don't know who to believe. I don't, Fauci says one thing, then he says another. And please, people, don't believe everything you read on Facebook, okay? Because I have a good friend that does this. And actually, you know what? There's family members who do this, and I don't care if they're listening or not. They'll share anything just to knock the other party down. and we're not going to turn this whole stream into political. I'm a Democrat. I don't care. But if a Republican is correct on something, I'm going to agree with the guy. Don't be sharing stupid things on Facebook just because, oh, well, this guy said this and look at that. You can't believe how much you've seen of Fauci saying two different things because it's either a Republican channel or it's a Democratic channel, and just cut the crap. Let share the true stuff. Whatever's on CNN. No, I'm joking. But seriously, don't just go share something on Facebook because you read it and it knocks the other party down.
Well, that's
Facebook.
No, that's people.
That's
yeah. Oh, I agree with you.
That's unfortunately how it works in today's world.
That's why when I say do I believe everything Fauci says? Yes, when I hear it out of Fauci's mouth.
I don't.
Not because you shared it on.
Not even then. I believe none of what I read, half of what I see, and hardly anything of what I hear.
Well, I don't believe Trump really has.
Everybody has an agenda.
I don't really believe the president's sick, but then again, let's not turn this political. Donna says I just go by scientific facts. I have a background in pharmacy. That's what I go by, not political or any hearsay. Well, it's the way to go. Yes, but those scientific facts usually come out of the mouths of these people who are just splurring things just because they want to. Or they work for a certain party. And I ain't saying Republican or Democrat. I'm just saying whatever party they feel like talking about or in favor of. Let's go back to Christmas and Haunted Mansion stuff because, let's not turn this in political. I'd like to keep my friends like Donna and Rob. And
you won't lose any of us if
nope.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion, pal.
No matter how wrong it is.
I might have just lost a couple of subs by saying I'm a Democrat. So did you buy everything I wanted? You got everything I need?
No, I didn't get I gotta get the Jack Skellington sipper. Hopefully they still have that.
Yeah, that was the last minute thing. If not, we got Walt there. Walt, you're gonna pick up 2 Jack Skellington sippers for us? All right, thanks, buddy.
I'm just kidding. Those things are so big and cumbersome and
I was carrying around those Haunted Mansion things. Well, you saw me, Walt. You saw how big those were.
I don't know why you were.
They were for me, Walt. That's why
I'm not buying them.
He was carrying them for me.
And that was before I even had the popcorn bucket one.
You are correct, Donna. I'll give it. I agree. It's all influenced by the politics.
Well, right. That's why I'm saying I believe. Even though they're saying it.
Yeah.
It's the world. Isn't it sad in the world we live in that we can't? Do you believe anything anymore? Who knows what anybody is saying is true anymore?
Everyone has an agenda.
Yep.
I think the timing of it was just unfortunate, wasn't it? You've got this presidential election in the middle of a pandemic.
Well, I think the timing of it is very fortunate.
Yeah. That's let's keep the politics to go. Yes, but that is true. That is a big factor. It really is.
I think over here it's very fortunate that it happened when it happened for some people.
Yep.
And depending upon who wins in November, we may not even hear about COVID anymore.
Ooh.
Boom.
That's
mic drop.
Yeah. You got the shovel out. You're digging a hole there.
I'm not digging any hole. Again, I love talking politics. One of these days we should have a politics show.
Yeah. Well, we'll do it on Marco's stream.
I
think it's I'm just
because I can be neutral. I'm not Democratic, Democrat or Republican.
He's the moderator.
Neutral.
That's who we need. Marco to moderate the next debate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, anybody.
Yes, do that.
Anybody but Wallace or anybody else that got lined up for the next 2. Oh my God, children! I swear to God, I want. You don't know how bad this might get me arrested. But you know how bad I just wanted to go through a TV and slap the crap out of both of them. Both of them. Children. Oh.
When you say both of them, you mean Biden and Trump or Wallace?
Yes. Well, no, Biden.
Well, that's the trio.
Yeah.
All 3 of them needed a slap.
Yeah. Well, Wallace, poor thing. I kind of felt bad for him at it.
Yeah, it's
come on.
It's tough. It is.
He had more control over that, though. He let that get out of hand.
Yeah,
he wanted the ratings.
Well, I don't know. I don't think it's come out looking very good.
I turned it off.
Yeah.
I couldn't turn it off.
I didn't watch it live. I watched the replay, believe it or not. Well, some of it. I couldn't even watch the whole thing. So it's a good thing about going to bed early. But I think we should. I think we should have a political talk. We'll do it on the British channel, so none of us can get in trouble.
Jonathan wants to talk about Brexit. Oh my God.
So Marco, tell us what you think about one of your princes leaving the country and dropping everything and be like, I don't want to be this anymore. I don't like my brother. I don't like my brother. Brother.
Were we surprised by it? I don't think we were that surprised. I mean,
I swear to God, that family's just like mine. I hated every single one of my brother's wives or ex-wife or girlfriend, whatever. It's like, no, she doesn't belong in this family. You need to go.
Yeah, I don't think anybody was surprised by it, really. I mean, Harry's always been a bit of a rebel, if you like, compared to his older brother, and it's sort of in the shadow of him. So we're not surprised. I think the way he's gone about it was a bit. I think he's got the Queen's back a little bit.
I went hunting him down in Disney World. I was there the same year they had the Olympic, not the Olympic, oh my God, what's that?
Yeah, it's not Special Olympics.
It's not. I can't think of the name.
Paralympics.
The Paralympics. That's it.
Was it the Paralympics?
Paralympics. Yes.
But it's a different name. It's his thing. They came up with it.
Yeah.
It's a whole different thing. Yeah.
It's, I know what you're talking about. Yes. Yeah, they had it here.
But it was held at Disney World back in 2 years ago, two and a half years ago. And he was staying at the Grand Floridian, and we went. My wife and I, we went looking for him. We were all over the place. That was one hell of a trip.
We were there at the same time.
Yeah. That was this December of 18.
Oh, no, Kay's got the name. Invictus Games.
That's it.
That's the name. Yep.
Invictus.
Yes. Shelly Starwalker, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Listen, 22 people watching. It was up to 27. Listen to us talk about everything.
Sorry.
Politics, British politics, and everything. Kay Atwood, welcome in.
They were
being here.
They were doing that at the Wide World of Sports.
They were. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. We arrived 2 days before the final, the big end show and everything. We were there for that. Well, we didn't go to it, but we were around there. So, why does my wife decide she's going to vacuum every time I'm streaming now?
Can't hear it.
I get it. A week ago, she was mad at me, but Jesus.
Maybe she's still mad at you.
Yeah.
No, that's past. I think. I don't know.
Obviously not.
Maybe she's mad because she wanted tacos. And
when are you coming down in November, Carlos?
Thanksgiving Day, I arrived. Thanksgiving Day.
Because Frozen Ever After is going to be down for a refurbishment.
Yes.
No, not during your time. November 2nd to the 6th.
Damn. Don't matter. I don't go on it.
Well, it's a bit of a fixer-upper, so they need to refurbish it.
I don't ride it, so I don't care.
Frozen After or the sing-along? Frozen Ever After or the sing-along?
The ride.
The ride.
The ride at Epcot.
Nobody got that joke.
No, was that a joke?
I said it's a bit of a fixer-upper.
I get it.
I don't.
I don't.
Have you seen the movie?
No.
Oh, come on.
No, I've said it.
I don't even know why. I know. I don't even know why.
I think you've lost track.
Pre-1969, Carlos hasn't seen it.
You've lost. You should. Did you watch yesterday's stream on Dean's?
I watched most of it. Yes. And if you're paying attention to the chat, you'd know it because I kept talking.
I know you were there.
Speaking of that, I was watching Casablanca on the ride. But I've never seen Casablanca before.
Did you see the remake?
No, it was the one with the old people. I don't remember the name.
Humphrey Bogart.
Humphrey Bogart and whatever. Bergman. And Ingrid Bergman. And they had it on Southwest. And I only saw half an hour, but I can't wait to fly back down so I can see the rest of it.
Carol.
It had me intrigued.
Carol's right. Carol says, "Hey guys, even though I prefer to keep this community to remain political free, do you realize that we just made it through 17 minutes of disagreement with everyone remaining civil? Impressive." And Carol, make sure the bell is rung, because on all 4 of our channels, make sure you subscribe to this guy on the side of me, Marco, because I think we should have a political stream. I really do. Why not?
Yeah,
doesn't hurt any.
Exactly what she said. You just need to be civil. Not everybody is going to agree on politics and this, that, and the other. The whole point is to have civility behind it, and communication is key. You talk things through. It's not the way of the world anymore. It just makes no sense to me. There are plenty of people that have different political views than me, and I totally respect it. I don't have to agree with it, but I respect it. It's fine. And actually I want to hear it, because I want to understand your motivation behind it. Why do you feel that way? What is it that gives you that motivation, that gives you that drive, gives you that inspiration to feel that way compared to me?
Bye, Donna. Thank you. Enjoy your dinner, Donna. Thanks for being here.
Enjoy it, Donna.
Bye, Donna. Have a good one.
Bye, Donna.
Such a great meal.
I have a friend of mine he lives up in Maryland. He's Jewish. I'm Catholic. I can have conversations with him all day long. We have 2 totally different views on things, but it's a great conversation. I'd love to hear his.
I didn't know until about a week ago that Dan was Jewish. Did not know that.
Yeah.
So somebody wished him something. It was a Jewish holiday or something, and somebody wished him something.
Well, we just had
didn't know that.
Yom Kippur just happened, I think.
Did not know that.
There you go.
Mark, I did highlight it, but Caitlin's 20-something days away from going. I am 51.
I'm 3.
Yeah. Looking forward to it.
I have no idea when I'm going to get back.
I hope to God I run into you, Walt. I really would love to say hi to you and Melissa in person. So we'll,
When are you coming down? Yeah, we won't be there.
I know. Thanksgiving Day through the 5th. So
we'll be there.
We
will make time for you, pal.
Yeah. I'll send you my park passes if you want to figure something out, and we'll ride some rides together and stuff. We'll do some stuff together.
I don't get carried away.
All right. Well, listen, I say it that way, and because Jeff and Angela know I welcome anybody to come hang out with the family. It's a family trip. We're going to do our family thing, and I welcome everybody and anybody to come along. And
we will be there.
And
have Angela will tell you we're great people.
I agree. I totally believe that.
We run into Walt all the time.
And Walt goes the other way.
No, we just happen
to
see him.
Melissa likes him. I don't know, so I have to show up.
Wow. Just kidding. Yeah, Melissa's real nice.
She is. My wife loves you. I'll tell you. Well, my wife loves all of you guys, but yeah, every time she's like, Melissa's so cute when she's on.
She is cute.
She is. No, I'm not saying she's not. Just saying. My wife throws it out there all the time. She'd get along. She's gonna get along with everybody. My wife's easy to get along with. Me, I don't know. Not so much. Jonathan says she's the first date. Don't get carried away. Marco, you were saying you don't know when you're coming down. I don't want to leave you out, but yeah, you guys
I mean, it's obviously at the moment there are no flights from the UK. Even if I wanted to come down there,
I thought they start November. I thought they start November 1st. I thought
I think it's been moved back. I think it's now December. It keeps getting moved back. It was originally September, and then it got pushed back to October. So I think the earliest flights at the moment are from December. It might have changed, but December's the earliest. But I just think at the moment, even if I could get down there, because obviously a transatlantic flight and it's an expense to go to Walt Disney World from the UK.
Heck yeah.
And at the moment, with no fireworks, limited park hours,
agreed.
Some of the shows not happening, pre-shows and rides not happening.
Good.
Epcot being Walcott. It's just. Is it better to just wait until everything's kind of back to, from my point of view, from money wise, I don't think it's going to be worth coming down. I was originally thinking maybe next year for the 50th. But we're now sort of thinking, well, actually, I can't see the situation kind of improving there to the extent that everything's back open and all the shows are running and all the fireworks are going, you know. So I just think at the moment, I don't know, but I don't think it's going to be next year now.
How many times have you been, Marco?
I've been, I think I've been 3-4 times now. Last time I was there was last year with my wife. Yeah. And that was her first time. Well, her first time ever actually being in the States, let alone Disney. So it was kind of it was like a belated honeymoon / first anniversary kind of mega trip. We stayed at the Grand Floridian for 2 weeks. So again, you can imagine the cost of transatlantic flights for 2 weeks to the Grand Floridian. So, you know, but we were thinking maybe we'd come back for the 50th next year.
So we thought the Kershaws were rich. It's not. It's you guys. Never mind. I thought it was.
Well, I thought the
Kershaws were.
It was like it was a belated honeymoon. We got married the February before, so it was kind of we bought a house and things. We couldn't really afford to go on honeymoon in our first year. So for our first anniversary, we thought let's do like a belated honeymoon, first anniversary kind of go big, and we did. So even after coming 3 or 4 times, you wouldn't come now with all the closures and everything, because we talk here in the States. And again, it's not because I'm not like coming because I'm scared I'm going to get COVID. It's not that. It's just the whole point of you're paying all that money and you can't get the full kind of Disney experience. Now, obviously, people who live locally kind of, you can kind of go whenever you want and drop in annual passes and all that. For us, when we go to Disney, it's a big deal. And so we want to get the full experience. We want to see the parks at night. We want to see the pre-shows and the shows and all that. And, we want to see Epcot kind of with all its walls down.
Well, that, that you're not going to see for that.
Well, no, yeah.
Epcot is so behind.
Epcot is behind. And of course, this COVID situation hasn't helped that. But I mean, I went quite a few times when I was like a teenager, and then went for like 20 years without going. So when I went last year, it was the first time I'd been since sort of the mid-90s. Was I disappointed? There were elements of it that I found disappointing because it wasn't as I remembered. Now, my wife, this was her first time, she thought everything was amazing, it was brilliant. But for me, there were elements that I was just like Epcot, the whole of like, Tomorrowland, Future World was just kind of, other than the land, there was nothing there. Horizons has gone, World of Motion, Universe of Energy. It didn't feel the same to me.
It's even worse now.
And the same with, because we went to Studios, and this was before Galaxy's Edge was open. So Studios used to be a whole day park. They had little Catastrophe Canyon and the Backlot Tour and all these great things. And yet when we went before Galaxy's Edge opened, it was kind of a half day park. There was nothing there.
Yeah.
Really, again, my wife loved it. She loved all the Toy Story stuff. And it was good. But it wasn't how I remember it kind of growing up. So it was kind of, we'd definitely go again. It's not put us off. But it wasn't as I remember it. It kind of, it was disappointing, I think, to see sort of intellectual property had kind of popped up everywhere. Because when I was a teenager, I've got a sister who's 2 years younger than me. So when we went in the 90s, I was kind of in my early teens. She was just preteen. So she loved Magic Kingdom and all the Disney princesses and all the Disney stuff. Whereas I, being kind of a boy in teenagers, I loved Epcot. I loved the science and the technology and the space and the future. And I could get away from Disney. It didn't feel like a Disney park. You wouldn't run into Mickey Mouse at Epcot. It was just pure, different. You know what I mean? It's kind of, it's lost that now. They've brought, Frozen in, and they've brought character meet. And it just feels different. Do you know what I mean? So,
well, it is different for sure, from where it was even 20 years ago when we went for the first time in '98. It's totally different. But you're talking about whether or not it's worth it coming down right now. I'll give you an example. My son came down from Maryland. He was down last week or a week and a half ago now. He was down for 10 days. And at the end of the trip, he goes, "We won't be back until things open up the right way again."
Really?
Yeah. He said, "We'll come down to you, but we're not going to Disney." He enjoyed it, but it was different. He said,
"I'm concerned.
Not worth the money." He was like, no fireworks, no parades, no meet and greets. Things are closed. Some of the pre-shows are gone. He said, "We'll be back when they reopen."
I feel the same with meet and greets. I do. I'm one of those. I love taking the pictures. I love bringing the family and Ethan taking pictures with all the characters. So that I'll miss. Parades, I can care less. Fireworks, the same thing. I can really care less about the fireworks. But we've been, God, 12 times, 10, 12 times, whatever it's been.
Yeah.
I'm concerned with Epcot. I am. Because I love Epcot. Epcot's my park. Just like I know it is the guy below me. Yeah. I'm concerned walking in here and you're right, seeing all the walls and seeing the fountains gone and
yeah.
And
let me say
that might bother me walking in there this year.
Yeah. Rob says, well, hey Walt, sorry, I thought he was happy talking about Walter. Walter was very happy. He still had a good trip, but it was different. He just said it was definitely felt it. It wasn't quite the Disney he remembered with everything.
This is it. And I'm not saying for 1 minute if I came I wouldn't enjoy it. Of course I would still enjoy it, but it's not going to be the same.
No, it's not that he didn't enjoy it. I mean, obviously he capped it off by getting engaged, but he still had a great time. It just wasn't the, oh my God, I'm in Disney. Look at everything that's happening Disney. This was a watered down version of Disney. That may not even be the right word for it either. He still had a good time, but he didn't have the my God time we always have when we go to Disney.
You're not getting the bang for your buck right now, is what
I don't think you are. And I've been saying that for the longest time.
Well, I tell everybody, if this is your first trip, and we've all said, if this is your first trip, don't go.
Right.
I actually got, and I brought up Facebook before. I got trashed on Facebook on a page we're on, the Pop Century one, because somebody says, "Oh, I'm scared about going in 2 weeks. I'm hearing different stories from this and that." He told me some good vibes, and I was blunt. I says, "I'm not throwing you good vibes. It's your first trip. You're taking 2 kids. Don't go." And people went at me, "Who are you to tell them not to go?" This and that. Because it's true. We've been 12 times. We know what it's like. We know what it was. And then I get thrown in my face that, well, their kids are so they're young. It's their first trip. They're not going to know what they missed. Yeah, they are. Eventually, they're going to know what they missed. And you always remember, I'm sorry, my daughter is 17 years old. She remembers her first trip 15 years ago. Everything. She was 2.5. She remembers everything from that trip. You're going to remember your first trip. You're going to remember not having fireworks.
Right.
You're going to miss a lot. That, and as a parent, Jeff just said it, the bang for your buck, because I talk about the money all the time. What I'm paying right now is ridiculous for what I'm going to get compared to what I could have got last year.
Totally agree. Yeah. Well, I just renewed renewed my annual pass when we were there last week. Mm-hmm. It went up $130 over last year. And you're getting less.
You're getting less.
I'll be getting less this year. So I'm paying more this year and I'm getting less.
See, and not to knock that, Jeff, but it's an annual pass, which gives you that opportunity. You're basically a Florida resident. You have that opportunity to go every day.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. You don't.
I'm sorry. You're right. You don't because of the park pass.
No, you don't.
No, you're right. You're right. What is it? Every three.
You get 3.
You get 3 park reservations, but it's hard to get them.
Yeah, it's first off, I can tell you right now, you're not getting them on the weekends. Not for first. I can't even get into Hollywood Studios, Carlos. Period. Until the end of December.
Yeah, Rob, that was my point. That they can go more than us. And that was my point. I wasn't trying. So I don't agree with the price going up. I don't agree with prices going up of anything. But it is an annual pass. You are a resident. You're down here. You have the opportunity to go a lot more than the rest of us. I'm talking about these people that are coming from wherever, like myself from Rhode Island. I pay, and I'll throw the number out there. I've always said $5,000, but it's not. But it was 30 after the discount was $3,800, 38 and change. Okay, I paid that a year and a half ago. What discount? What am I? A year and a half ago, we had the character meet and greets, we had the fireworks, we had the parades. Again, I could care less about 2 out of 3 of those, but I paid $3,800 2 years ago. I paid $3,800 this year. That's the ones I'm talking about. That's what's screwed up.
Well, yeah, you can't park hop either. So when we were down there,
you're right.
When we were down there, what we were doing was we were constantly checking the app. Because we could not get a reservation for Saturday. The last Saturday we were there.
Yep.
So we kept checking, and they just opened up. I think it was Thursday night or Friday night. We just saw a bunch of them open up for Saturday for park holder or for pass holders. So Angela grabbed Magic Kingdom on Saturday. She called the Myers, told them to grab it too. But it's crazy. Like, we're working during the week.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Parks close too early. You can't go after work.
Right. So you get off work at 5, parks close at 6. You don't want to. Although it only takes me like 15 minutes to get there, I'm not going to go for 45 minutes.
No, not by the time you park your car and everything.
Well, no,
do you even get 45
minutes?
What?
Guess what else?
Rob's asking if it's 3 reservations a week, or is it like a
three reservations at a time?
Reservations, period. Well,
right.
If you use one, you can book another. So as you use it, you can.
So you don't have to wait to use all 3.
No.
Oh, so that's.
No, it's not, Carlos.
I'm saying it's not
like
bad.
We have these, but you're making it seem like we have these unlimited. That every time we go in, there's going to be one available. It's not. Whether I have 3
I understand
or not.
that. I understand that.
I mean, it really isn't. Like, I'll give you an example right now. Okay, not Saturday. Let me do some in the system right now. I don't have a park pass for Sunday yet. I have some available, so I can get one. Magic Kingdom Sunday. Nope, I can't get in. How about Epcot Sunday? I can get into Epcot if I want. How about Hollywood Studios? Nope, can't get into Hollywood Studios.
Hollywood Studios.
How about Animal Kingdom? Yeah. Nope, can't get into Animal Kingdom. So I can only get into Epcot. Right. And that's Saturday. Monday through Friday, I can't go to the park.
Right.
So now I can only go to Epcot. Well, guess what? I'm going to Epcot Saturday. Do I want to go to Epcot again on Sunday? Of course not. So now I'm only going to the park one day.
Well, you say of course not because you're streaming.
Well, no. But period. No, it wouldn't matter.
You wouldn't want to go to Epcot 2 days in a row?
No.
You yourself, no? Okay.
Never have.
I would.
Yeah. So
okay.
I mean,
that's fine. But that's Melissa's favorite park. Even right now, we're going to get it all done in a day, right. And there's no need to go back tomorrow.
Well, this is it. I mean, Epcot used to be a 2-day park, didn't it? Easily. Because Epcot used to be you could do the Future World in one day, and you could do World Showcase another day. It was definitely a 2-day park. But now, because there's not a lot going on in Future World, it is just a one-day park, isn't it?
England, Portugal. William, welcome in, buddy. Yeah. All the way from Portugal, man. My good friend out there. Thanks for popping in. Karki says, as someone who can't go often, I wouldn't go for the reduced experience, but I am so glad that the AP folks can go and that they share with us on YouTube. Yes. Oh.
Well, here, I'll give you another example. Next Saturday, the 17th, you know what's available for annual pass holders? Epcot. Guess what else is available next Sunday for annual pass holders? You ready, Carlos? Epcot. You want to go 4 days in a row?
Listen.
How about that? Hey, I tell you what, Carlos, let's go to the 24th on Saturday. You know what's available for annual pass holders? Nothing.
Can you go to the Saturday on there? What's available on the 27th?
On the 27th of what?
November.
Yeah, I can. And that's not a Saturday. That's a Friday.
The 27th? You're right. 28th, I meant. I'm sorry.
Okay, so the 28th,
my birthday. You're going to come
everything's
celebrate my
available
birthday?
but Hollywood Studios. So as an annual pass holder, even November 28th, which is over a month and a half away, I can't go to Hollywood Studios.
Where are we? Oh my God. We're at Magic Kingdom for my birthday on the 28th.
Now I can go there. I can go to, but it's not as open as, now things may open up. Like Jeff said it, things did open up for Magic Kingdom. So.
Blaine, really, credit travel. Welcome in, buddy.
What? Tell them we had to make resort reservations.
Yeah, reservations do open up.
We heard half of that, Angela.
Did you hear what she said?
Something about make resort reservations.
What we've been having to do is we have to make
a resort
reservation for the weekends if we want to go to the parks that we want.
That's ridiculous.
But that's. I
mean,
so
on top of your annual pass, you're paying, even at the cheapest, $160 just to be able to go to the park.
No.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. For the room.
Right.
You're paying for the room.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You get what?
October 26th?
What do you get? 3 days, right?
You get 3 park reservations.
You get 3 days.
So,
3 park reservations.
So once you use one, though, you can make another one.
Yeah.
But I'm saying with that resort, no, I'm talking about the resort reservation.
No, that's separate though.
Well, how many days do you get with the resort reservation?
Depends on how many days you book your resort.
How many days you book there?
Really? All right. I thought it was. I thought there was a
one night. I can get two.
That's what I'm asking. So you get 2 for that one night. Okay.
You can get it the day you book and the day after.
So
yes.
So let's say, like I said, 160. So you're basically paying $80 a day for the 4 of you to go to the park. Extra. Extra.
You can tell Angel is dying to jump in on this conversation.
Go ahead. Give her a headphone.
We were using our DVC points, but we're burning up our DVC points like crazy.
Oh, she's in the
chat. I can't even.
Yeah, she's in the. Not less Dave, but
I can't even use them right now because they only are allowing you to use a certain amount of bank and borrow points, and once you hit that percentage, they won't let you borrow anymore. Because we were borrowing from next year, so we could go to the park some of these times and book some rooms. We've hit that number where we can't borrow anymore, even though there's points available.
Yeah,
we
can't borrow.
We still have points for this year, so we're kind of
we
lucky.
don't.
I'm so tempted to rent points, but not rent points, but rent what they call dedicated reservations.
And the thing about it is, Carlos, during the week, all green. It's really all green. It really is for all 4 parks because people are working during the week.
Yep.
Jeff, myself, Angela, Melissa, we're all working during the week. And nobody goes during the week.
Sorry, I got to take care of something.
I'm like, is he going to at least shut the camera so we don't watch him beat somebody up? Angela says, luckily we had points left over from this year. Yeah, I mean, it's I kind of knew how the pass worked for the annual pass holders and everything, but yeah, I understand. You guys work during the week, so it's not like you can go every day, but there's an opportunity for you guys to go every day.
Better, yes.
Yeah.
For
over
sure.
Like Rob was saying, every time he goes now, it lives up $1,000. It hasn't done that for me because I wait and well, don't get me wrong. When we first book and you put those $200 down, yeah, it's gone up every trip $600-700. It has, but after getting a certain discount and finagling things, and again, $3,800 for 8 nights, whatever the heck it is, I don't remember. Yeah, it's what we paid, 2 years ago. Oh, they're getting ready to go to band. Yeah, I don't know. What was I going to ask? I was going to ask this because you two are down there a lot. Basically live there. So, is Epcot even a full day anymore? I know Mark said it used to be a 2-day. We never did it. We used to be able to do everything in 1 day, Mark, and we still do. But I love Epcot where I tend to. It's got to be at least 2 days at Epcot, if not 3. When it was Park Hopper, it was guaranteed 3. There was a half a day we'd go to Epcot. That's just for my tasting.
Well,
but is it even? But I would go to Epcot where it would be rope drop, and we wouldn't leave until I leave before Illuminations. I would, because I just didn't like the show, so we would leave before that. But we were always doing something,
right?
Because it's Epcot. Is it like that anymore?
I think so. I mean, for me, what even right now, what's not running? All the rides are running. None of the rides are gone. So you haven't lost any of the rides. All the rides are still there except Universe of Energy, but that's been gone for 3 years now. It's not like we've lost any of the rides. We've lost some of the shows that can be a little time consuming. Some of like the acrobats and in Japan and the drummers and that kind of stuff is gone. So that kind of takes a little bit of your time. But the countries are still there. They're still all open.
Crush is closed, right? Talking Crush?
Yes.
Yeah,
Turtle Talk. That's
not. I mean, that's not a ride. That's an attraction.
No, I know, but we love.
But I mean, even that. I mean, Reflections of China is open. The new show in Awesome Planet's open. The Beauty and the Beast show is open. So, I mean, they have all the shows. I still think it's a full day park. It's just there's construction going on.
Jeff, welcome in. Jeff, I'm sorry, Russ. Welcome. I saw him say,
"Hey, Carlos, thanks for having me."
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Russ.
Yeah, what do you think? You think it's still a full day park?
I could go to Epcot every day.
Yeah, I was going to say you're asking the wrong guy, Walt.
That's I could go around and just go around the countries and just look at stuff, look for things I've never noticed before. Walk in every store, walk in every country. I go up to the DVC lounge and crash for maybe an hour or two.
Well, not all of us are allowed to do that, so let's talk to the normal people.
Well, but it's there, right? So I do.
Yeah, no.
I'll take you up, Carlos.
I could go look at the aquarium, for an hour or two. I mean, I love Epcot has so much to offer. I could easily spend.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
I like it. Well, his question was, is it still a full day park? I know you like it.
Yes.
Is it still a full day park?
I think so.
I would agree with Jeff. I asked the question, so I'm agreeing with Jeff just because everything he just said. That's how I am in Epcot. I remember when we went without the kids, my wife and I, for our anniversary, I spent so much time in all the shops in Epcot.
Well, I agree. I'm agreeing too. I think it is.
In 10 trips, I remember, I've lost track of trips. And all those trips we've been into, that anniversary trip was the first time I ever went into that store in Japan. That very large store.
Mitsukoshi.
Yeah, never been in there. Never been in there until that trip. It's like, wow, there's a shop in here. The koi pond, didn't even know that was there. Found that with, again, with the wife, because we spent our time in Epcot. Kids.
So here's the question then, because you're talking about sort of going with your wife. If you were going to Epcot with, say, a couple of small children, in their, 7, 8, 9 kind of age group, is Epcot still a full day park for them when you've got kids that young who are not really interested in the shops, not really interested in learning about?
They're not interested in the parks. I mean, they're not interested in the countries more than likely. So no, you can probably get the rides done and then off you go.
Yeah.
Well, you can do that with, to say that, Walt, you can do that with almost, except for Magic Kingdom, you can do that with every park.
No.
Except for Magic Kingdom. Yeah, you can.
Dude, there's only 6 rides.
Animal Kingdom. What does Animal Kingdom have? What does Animal Kingdom have?
They have more than 6.
Yeah, but Animal Kingdom's the same way. You can get Animal Kingdom done by 1:00 and ride everything.
No, you can't. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I've done it. We've done it. We're out of Animal Kingdom by 2:00 the latest.
So you've rode Flight of Passage, Navi River Journey, Expedition Everest, Kilimanjaro Safari, Dinosaur.
The only one we didn't do is
then you didn't do it.
The rafts. The rafts. What do you call that?
The River Rapids.
River Rapids.
Yeah. Well, then you didn't do it all.
Yeah.
Well, then
you know what I
said. I'm just here to correct.
You can do majority of the really good rides that everybody goes to that park for. But I put it in a better way for you.
Yes, you have to be
out of there by 2:00. Animal Kingdom's always been a 2:00 day for us, always.
But Animal Kingdom's also open an hour to 2 hours before the other parks, so it still averages out to the same. I mean, they open at 8.
Well, that's now. That's now. 10. That's now. I'm talking about a year and a half ago when you had that extra hour in the morning. Mm-hmm. If that was the day you were going there.
But it depends on what you're looking for too, Carlos, because again, you've got Finding Nemo, you've got The Lion King, you've got It's Tough to Be a Bug that you can do.
What's that Lion King thing? What is that?
Well, I'm just saying, but if you wanted to, you could do that. You could do all the trails, all the Discovery trails, if you wanted to do the Discovery trails.
I do. See,
which is great.
That's what our family does. We bang both out at the same time. Suzanne and Michaela goes and do Lion King. Me and Ethan go do the trails. It's perfect.
Yeah, the trails are great. Yeah, they are. They are. They're really awesome, and there's usually nobody with you. You're usually alone. There's nobody does them. Which makes no sense.
Not your live stream. It looked a little busy.
Yeah, it was. Agreed.
No, but Mark, to answer your question with kids, yeah, I agree with what Walt said. Epcot, you can be out of there real quick. 6, 7 rides, whatever it is, and they're ready. They're ready to go. Even mine are. Mine are ready. Michaela will go take pictures. She loves taking pictures of herself. But even that, no characters. So even this year, compared to last July for a birthday trip, she took off with her friend and went and meet every character, took every picture. There's nothing. She's going to be bored. One, she's going to be alone with the family, unless Jeff and his kids are hanging out with us.
They can go. They can go by themselves. We just let our kids go.
Well, Michaela's going to be by herself this trip. Yeah. Last trip, she had a friend. She was allowed to bring a friend for a birthday trip. We're not going to. I would let Michaela and Ethan go ride a ride by themselves, but me and Susanna are waiting outside to ride. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's different.
Disney is. We're not ready yet to let Michaela and Ethan just take off to the parks by themselves.
Yeah, we let our son go. I think it was what, 3, and we just let him go.
Yeah. Well, she's she's 17. No, I know. Everybody in the chat all of a sudden we're like, oh. No, she's 17, and if she wants to go this trip, jump on the bus and go to the park, be my guest. But you are, you're going alone, and we'll be a little concerned, but we trust her, and she's at that age. We'll let it go.
How old is she?
17.
You're going to be at that park all day too.
What is it?
You're going to be at that same park all day too.
Right, because there's no park hopping.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other. That's the other thing. No park hopping at all.
We never did much park hopping. We weren't very big into park hopping. One, because we never really paid for those tickets. I didn't want to spend the money. But even when they were offered with the free dining plan, you had to get the park hopper. You had to pay for it for that upgrade. Mm-hmm. But I think we used it twice during that whole trip. Mm-hmm. And it was around. I think once was, and I know once was for sure. My wife wanted dying to have dinner at Hollywood and Vine for the Minnie's Christmas celebration, whatever it was. So that was what we didn't even go to the park. We went there to eat.
That's the way it worked with us sometimes, because we would always be at a park and then we'd want to eat somewhere else, like at a resort or another park. We never wanted to eat in the park we were at. We always wanted to seem to eat at another park, but those days are over.
Mm-hmm. All right, callers, I'm going to head out. I have to take the dog and do a few other things. I thank you for letting me join.
No, always. You're always. I don't know what I was going to say.
Marco, always great seeing you, pal.
Yeah, you too.
Jeff.
Can't wait to see Melissa again.
See you, brother.
Yeah.
See you all.
And everybody in the chat, thank you all in the chat. Everybody's always awesome in the chat. They always bring great information and great insight as usual. So thank you all very much. And I hope to see you guys in a couple hours tonight at 8 as more negativity. I'll be giving you my top 10 worst movies I've ever seen.
Part of the movie marathon.
Part of the movie marathon. Yes.
Sir. Go check it out. There it is down below.
It's going to be fun. So thanks, guys.
We'll see you, buddy. Thank you.
Well, all right, brothers. Love y'all. Take care. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Jeff, I have to ask, what are you eating?
I don't know. My daughter brought in a plate of spaghetti for me.
Oh, all right. I thought it was soup or something. Is that Wendy Lou I see? Hello, Wendy. Welcome in from Scotland. The redhead from Scotland's in the house. Welcome in, Wendy Lou. Yeah, that's another thing that concerns me right now. Not that we did it a lot for park hopping, but mainly was for the food. This Hollywood Studios, I can never find anything to eat there. And this is bothering me because it's like,
really?
Really? No? What's your listen, we have sci-fi.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's all right. Go ahead, tell me. What's your big thing at what's your problem with what's your thing at Hollywood?
Brown Derby.
I'm not going to spend that money on Brown Derby. Listen, I'm going to be blunt right now. I'm not going to spend that money on Brown Derby.
Okay.
I'm not. One, the kids won't eat. It's a waste. I would love to try the Brown Derby, but that's a whole different story.
We went there.
I got two picky eaters. I visit McDonald's in Disney more than I'm not going to say more than what I do here, but yeah, I'm one of those guys. I got to go to McDonald's almost every night just to make sure Ethan's got enough food in his belly because he doesn't eat in the parks.
We went there last week, and I always get the Cobb salad. They're famous for that Cobb salad. Angela got this meatless steak, and she was raving about it. She gave me a piece. It tasted like, like the Salisbury steak you get in like a Salisbury, like a Hungry Man Swanson dinner.
I love those things, man.
It tasted like that. But it was meatless. It was called Impossible Steak. Impossible to eat. Ugh.
No, but we always. I'll probably is the Backlot Express open?
Yes.
All right, because I think Walt was looking for a place to eat the other day, and it was closed. I guess it closed early.
It does close early. Yes, it's only open till 4, I think.
Oh, great! So there goes dinner.
Yeah.
I don't know if my wife's watching, but I hear the TV's on, but she might have went out and get dinner. Yeah, we're in trouble on that day, babe. I know we reserved. She's been bothering me for years now. Trips instead of saying years,
here
trips.
we go.
Tell Carlos he can get the Impossible Steak.
Just get.
Oh, just give her the other headphones. I don't know why she's not there. Doesn't have to be ladies' night. She's more than welcome. Yeah, she's been bothering me for trips now to book sci-fi. I finally did it for this trip. I said, "What? You know what the hell? Let's go try it."
Well, the McDonald's is 10 minutes from our house, so if you go there, let me know.
To the McDonald's, I'll tell you, we go a lot after the parks. Depends how Ethan is eating, just to make sure he eats well, or eats enough. Mama, my mama, or Disney World Freak Mama. I think she's listening. I think she's sitting on the couch. She actually left the TV playing. Yes, watch hours. Good job. My wife's learning. Leave the TV playing. Thank you. But no, we got some reservations. Dining ones. So I'm not too concerned. But Hollywood Studios bother me. Epcot, I know I could always find something. Just go to France. Just go to France and I'll eat. Just go to the bakery.
Oh, yeah, the bakery. Carlos.
Oh, I know. You ain't telling me anything. I don't know. She's already lobster bisque.
Yeah, we hit that quite a few times last week.
Nice, Marco. I don't know if I asked you last stream, but I mean, you've only streamed with us twice now. But you were there a year ago. Was it a year? A little more. Was it last year already?
It was February 19th. February, March.
Was it? That's right. It was early in the year. What was your go-to dining? What was your favorite? I'm a foodie. Me and Dan, we do a lot of foodie streams. And what was your go-to? What were you and Beth's favorite?
Again, because we stayed at Grand Floridian, we did eat at Grand Floridian Cafe a few times, and we quite enjoyed that. We thought that was good. We did breakfast at Wave at the Contemporary. Quite impressed with that for breakfast. Beth really wanted to do the BL Guest. So we did BL Guest as well. She really enjoyed that.
That was before prefix, correct?
Say again?
That was before prefix menu?
When did the prefix menu come in?
I don't remember. That's why I'm asking if it was before prefix menu.
I can't remember. I can't even remember what we had there. I can't remember what we had. But to be fair, I mean, a lot of the time when we were in the parks, we weren't really doing a lot of sit-down dining. A lot of it was the quick service, just because we wanted to maximize our time in the parks, really. So a lot of the time, like in Magic Kingdom, we just go to like Cosmic Rays, or like in Epcot, we do Electric Umbrella. So nothing particularly fancy, just because we wanted to sort of maximize the time we had in the parks rather than sat down, eating all the time. So I think if we were to go back again, we would certainly try more. Oh, I'd say what we did Beaches and Cream as well.
I enjoy Beaches and Cream, and I see Isaac Neal's here. Isaac, welcome in, buddy. Thanks for popping in. My daughter, the head of these children, and Jeff, you have kids the same age pretty much. My daughter's dying to go back to Beaches and Cream because she liked the hot dog there. But if I took her to Casey, she wouldn't eat the hot dog. Or if I took her to, make sure you get it all in your mouth, Jeff, at least. If I took her to Cosmic Rays, she wouldn't order the hot dog in there. She's weird like that. But I will admit that they used to have this Patty Melt burger. The one at Beaches. Oh my God. Not anymore. They took it off the menu.
Yeah, that was good.
She thought, when I told her, I says, "Oh yeah, we're going to Beaches." She's like, "Oh my God, I get to have my hot dog." No, we're going for ice cream. Ice cream only.
Does she eat the grilled cheese? Not a grilled cheese person?
Every once in a while. She could. Ethan eats a lot of the grilled cheeses there. There was this time when he was younger. Oh my God. I had to go hunting down a grilled cheese over by Test Track, the cart that's there now. What is it? A donut? Now it's the donut shop. Yeah, they made a grilled cheese out of goldfish. It was a goldfish bread, and that kid, he scoffed that down like it was like it was candy. That's how hungry he was, poor thing. Again, he's a picky eater. He hated the chicken nuggets there. He hates. Yeah, that's why unfortunately we have to visit McDonald's while we're out there. Oh, it's awful.
That's funny.
What do we got? We still got 20 minutes left. Wow. Everybody else got anything? Mark, what do you got? I've been silent a little bit. You got any topics? Anything you want to talk about? Anything you want to ask Jeff? You want Jeff to play a ding on that piano back there or something?
Yeah. You can be the next Yeehaw Bob. Does the piano rock backwards and forwards like Yeehaw Bob's?
I can probably make that happen.
Oh dear.
But don't be afraid of the lines that you're seeing on the streams, because I mean, when I was at Hollywood Studios, it said 35-minute wait for Tower of Terror. It was 20 minutes. I mean, that line just keeps going. They don't have you're not getting the pre-show, right? You're just walking through. But that's the way it is with all the rides now.
Well, the times are misleading because everybody's so spaced out in the queues.
Right.
The lines.
6 feet.
The wait times are just, they're way overestimated.
They're overestimated, but I hear what you're saying, Jeff. And Kadani Sean, welcome in, buddy. And I noticed that Angela did the vlog of literally waiting in line to see how long the line is compared to what the sign says.
Yeah.
But you could say that as much as you want. Don't be afraid of the lines. I'm sorry. You see so many pictures of these lines where they end. I mean, Galaxy's Edge, not Galaxy's Edge. What was it today? There was one I saw today.
Well, the Haunted Mansion one's pretty scary because that wraps around the riverboat a few times.
Right, and it was one, I think it was Rise of the Resistance, not Rise of, oh my God, the other one. I can never remember the name of the other one.
Smuggler's Run?
Smuggler's Run was out to Toy Story Land.
Mm-hmm.
Toy Story Land?
There was a line out to Toy Story Land.
Ooh.
Had to have been Smuggler's Run.
That's
I saw
pretty
a picture.
Far.
It was on Facebook. Somebody posted a picture of it. You got to be scared of something like that. Who wants to be standing in that line? I get it. It says an hour, but it'll probably take 40 minutes. Or it says 20, it'll take 10. But people walking up to those lines who have not watched streams. We have watched the streams. We have seen you do it. Yeah. We understand how this is working. People who are just going there and be like, oh, I've never seen people. And I'm talking about those people that stare at the you walking with your camera.
Yeah.
I love them. I love people. I turn to Suzanne all the time. Like, I wonder what these people are thinking. What is that guy holding? It's those people that don't know what we're talking about, that have never seen streams. You see a line, like you said, a Haunted Mansion that lines up all the way out to Splash Mountain. You ain't getting in that line, even though it'll probably load in 10 minutes because it's a continuous ride.
Right.
You ain't a normal park goer is not getting up in that line.
Yeah, I mean, it's really not that bad though. Like I know, like we what we would do is we would just wait toward later in the day. Those lines, people thin out, the lines get shorter. So if there's something you really want to ride that you see a long line, I would just wait till later in the day.
I've told Suzanne that and agree with me. Let me know if I'm correct here. You just said it, so I guess I am. I told my wife that we're going to enjoy ourselves in the last 3 hours of each day.
Yeah.
And I don't find that a problem because the parks close early enough. But these last couple of trips, we've been leaving early because I don't get tired in general. I get tired of being there, if that makes any sense. I like to go back, relax at the resort, go walk around another resort, go to Disney Springs. Mm-hmm. I get tired of being in that certain park. So I'm not concerned, but it's like, I know now, maybe I should even go to the parks later than what they open. because I know I'm going to be there towards the end or at the end to try to ride everything with less lines. And Caitlin's asking you a question. Quick question: does longer lines with having crowd anxiety, can it be too much?
I don't know. I don't have anxiety, so I don't know. I don't know what anxiety feels like.
Well, we talked about this briefly, didn't we, on last week's stream? Not so much anxiety. Well, I guess it's linked to anxiety, but all the Perspex screens they've got up. If you're claustrophobic and afraid of confined spaces, then some of those cues could be a little bit cause anxiety in people.
Yeah, I don't know what anxiety feels like because I don't get anxiety, but I know we were walking through the Three Caballero line, and that's pretty tight in there, where they have the plexiglass up. Mm-hmm. And I overheard these three girls behind us said, "Good thing Sharon's not with us. She never would have fit through this thing."
Oh, that's.
I'm like, wow, you know.
Wow, yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty compact.
My wife's concerned about that too. Not the fitting, the claustrophobic.
The claustrophobia, yeah. I think it's a real
Just in case she is listening, I'm like, what am I freaking afraid of? No, the claustrophobic part. She is definitely concerned about that.
Yeah, I can see that happening on like Three Caballeros or
I noticed the new plexiglass at Living with the Land. Towards the outside wall. They put some rows there to put glass
they
on.
Did, yes. But that's a little bit wider, though. The aisle was a little bit wider on that.
Really? It didn't look.
Yeah.
It definitely did not look it.
You'll see when you go to Epcot what I'm talking about. That's pretty. Like when I'm walking down, my shoulders are basically hitting the sides of the plexiglass. So,
really?
Yeah, it's pretty. It's really narrow.
Nice. I mean, I would imagine that if somebody has severe anxiety, i.e., it's a medical condition, then they could get a DAS,
right,
and use the DAS and do it that way if somebody's really bad.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that, but
because
we use one, so I guess I could use it for that reason.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I could get one for that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she'll be fine if there's no line. It's like, all right, you got to zoom through it, and it keeps moving. It's going to be those times where, you know, the three caballeros all of a sudden they want to wipe down the next 5 boats. My wife ain't waiting. She is not staying in that line. She's leaving. That I already know for sure.
Yeah.
Wendy said she'd get her butt wedged. Well, Wendy.
we were getting there. Like, I was leaving work probably like 3 or 4 o'clock, and by the time I got to the parks, they weren't bad at all. So,
yeah, I think towards the end is going to be the best for us.
Yeah.
For anybody. You see it on stream.
Yep.
Yep.
We were over at Disney Springs at noon. I don't know if it was Wednesday or Tuesday. There was nobody there. So
I'm glad you brought that up, and I wish Walt was still here just to get a both your opinions on it. But right now, Disney Thanksgiving reservations for Disney Springs. I was going to say for Thursday. No, duh. For Disney Springs. I don't know what time we're arriving in the city. I don't know what time our hotel room is going to be ready. I don't know any of that. Do you think Disney Springs, it's Thanksgiving Day, you think that place is going to be packed to the point where we're not going to be able to get into the garages?
I don't know. That I think it's going to be pretty crowded at Disney Springs. You can always come over and have Cracker Barrel with us at our house.
You already made that change from Chef de France?
She does not want to go to Chef's de France.
Neither do I. I don't want to go to Raglan Road either, but that's what I have for now.
I mean, I would think, if not all the restaurants are open, the ones that are open and running at reduced capacity, and you need a reservation, you can't just walk up, then people, I wouldn't have thought all the parking lots would be completely full because
they're not all open right now.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Right. Okay.
So what is it? It's just one that's open, isn't it, Jeff?
Well, no, they open both orange and lime. The orange and lime are both be open. Yeah. I'm sure they will be on that day.
I'm concerned of having a reservation and they won't let us in the parking lot.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that.
Well, no, because Disney Springs should know in advance what reservations they've got, and if they need to open another parking lot, they just need to open another parking lot that day.
Yeah,
surely.
They usually open the orange, and then they'll open the lime once orange gets to a certain capacity. So they'll have parking.
Yeah.
I'm just worried, like, there's probably going to be people that don't have reservations that go there after like Thanksgiving dinner at their homes, and they want to go shopping and just get out and enjoy the entertainment. And
have you been to the Have you been to the outlets yet?
No, we got to do that though.
I told Suzanne we're going to do it on the drive home, because Facebook and hearing about the stories of lines, and you got to put your name into a virtual queue and everything. I'm not going to go spend a park day or half a day waiting to get into an outlet. So I told her we'll probably do it on the drive home, leave early enough, get there early, and once we're done shopping, we'll drive home from there.
Yeah. Yeah, we have not gotten over there yet. I know
that's dangerous.
Open back up, yeah.
No, I'm saying that's dangerous having you go there, because I'm going to want a lot.
Oh, well, it's dangerous when Angela goes.
Yeah, just knowing that you guys are going, it's like, oh my God, I'm going to the outlets. That's dangerous.
Get a bunch of stuff we don't need.
Send me pictures. What's there?
Yeah.
Cass always get less parking at Disney Springs, and guest calls, they will have Cass park farther away in the holidays. Yeah, I understand that. It's just I've seen that garage is not all open, so I don't want to have a dinner reservation. I don't want to have to use the bus. I know I can always take the bus, and the bus will drop us off, but I don't want to take the bus.
Yeah,
don't like the bus.
If you guys need a ride somewhere, just let us know.
Oh, I love my car.
We'll drop you off somewhere.
I love driving in Florida.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, because I'm always on Disney property. No,
it's nuts down there.
I'll have to leave. I'm going to have to leave property a couple of times. Not having a dine-in plan is awful. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just trying to fix the pillow on my seat. Not having a dining plan is awful, because we're so used to like using it for breakfast and everything. I'm not going to go pay $14 for a Bonnie platter. So we plan on doing a lot of breakfast from at the room. So I'm going to have to do some milk shopping. I'll bring cereal from home and everything for the kids, but I'm not bringing milk from home. So I'm going to have to go out. But those fridges are not the greatest.
No.
So I'm going to have to like buy a quart at a time. So every morning I'm going to have to take a ride up to whatever Walgreens or the Walmart and go get some milk.
That's funny.
Either that or go knock on Jeff and Angela's door. Can I borrow a cup of milk, please?
You want to come over for breakfast? You're more than welcome. I make a mean breakfast.
I appreciate that. Losing track of time. 8 minutes to go, 7 minutes, whatever we're in. Anybody else got anything? Anybody want to talk about anything? Anybody in the chat want to bring something up while we're here? If not, what's so fun?
No, we'll have a good time, I think.
We're gonna have a great time. I'm not concerned about anything. Trust me, I'm really not. I bring up things. They're in my head, but my wife brings up stuff. But I am playing this trip just like any other trip. Yeah, you're gonna have lines. Having a DOS or not, having fast passes or not. There was times we'd wait in a fast pass line for 15, 20 minutes. Depends on the ride. So guess what? We're used to waiting in lines. That's nothing bothers me. I'm honest. The thing I hate the most is not having my dining plan. Because I'm so used paying for it or free, whatever. We're so used to having it that it's going to be a different feeling paying for every meal. And not that we're not going down with enough money, but I'm one of those. I'm a numbers guy. I will be looking at my bank account or the charge account on the app, my Disney Experience app, after every meal. It'll be like, all right, let me do some math. That's just me. I'm anal that way. That's just me. My wife's already said it. She's like, oh, great. This is gonna be like the first trip while you were pulling out the checkbook after every meal. Yeah, no checkbook this time. Now it's all on the app. But I hate not having a dining plan. I'm gonna hate not having it.
I think that's where the biggest issue will probably be for everybody is the quick service. How you have to do the mobile ordering. You can't just go in and order. It's we were at the Grand Floridian the one night, and I mobile ordered a couple cupcakes, and Russ ordered one too. His order came up, so I'm looking at my order. I'm still waiting. You got to scroll down. You have to confirm your order. I never did that. So you have to scroll down a little. It's not all on one screen. You have to keep scrolling. Confirm order. Okay. So.
And Russ says you make some mean eggs. So.
I can make. I've been known to make a mean egg.
We'll have to try these eggs for us. So we'll see how we can make these eggs.
Carlos is coming over for breakfast.
Put a date in the calendar. Grab the calendar.
Carlos is coming over for breakfast.
No, he's not. I don't know what Carlos is doing. We'll figure it out. Listen, I don't. Never mind. I'll bring that up.
I mean, Carl. I know we sort of talk about these things, but at the end of the day, Carlos, you're going to have a great time with your family.
Yep.
You're going down there for your birthday, Thanksgiving, and your daughter, 17. She might not be going on family holidays with you for much longer. So you are going to have this great opportunity to spend time, a place you love, with your family for Thanksgiving. I mean, all these other things just kind of pale into significance, don't they, by comparison?
Yeah, I agree, and I kind of, you bring up Thanksgiving. I kind of feel bad not being home for Thanksgiving because I do have my two older children. They usually visit on that holiday. But yeah, they know I'm going. And even my wife's parents, he's upset. First time in 40 years that, Suzanne won't be at home for Thanksgiving. Well, we told him he should have came with us. They were supposed to, but they backed out. Mike Wheeler, welcome in, buddy. And when Jeff makes his mean eggs, he scratches pans with forks. Yes, do not use any, forks or metal spatulas.
That was a pan. Something totally separate.
I remember that.
No, it was not eggs I was making. It was chicken.
Definitely going to have a good time. I know that. And I get to meet a lot of people. I mean, God, I've streamed with Jeff now for God knows how many times, but to be able to, shake his hand, big hug to Angela and the kids. I look forward to things like that. Walt and Melissa running in, hopefully to Jeff, not Jeff, Jesus, Josh, Resort TV 1, and all of them. Suzanne's dying to go say hello again to Dad and Mom. She's got a crush on Dad. It's not a crush, but he reminds her of her father, and he's still in this world. But she loves, Dad Nelson. So it'll be nice to run into them. Nick, Donna, see Donna again. It's gonna be fun. I know there's other channels that I won't say on my stream that plan to be down there during that time. So I've already reached out to them. Hopefully, I'll get to say hello to them just for a little bit, or even just for a little bit. It'd be nice. So definitely looking forward to it.
This is the great thing about this community, isn't it? That's kind of grown up, is that we're going to Disney now, not so much for Disney, but to meet friends that we've made through the Disney community, and that's the great thing about it. I mean, me and my wife, when we talk about going back, we're not really talking about, we want to do this right, we want to do that right, we want to meet this person, we want to catch up with this person. Do you know what I mean? It's just this great sense of community and family that's kind of grown.
That's
developed.
me, and I've made plans. I mean, Pete McDevitt, a perfect example. He was supposed to go down. His first trip back was in October. Was this week? This week, that's right. I made plans. I had resort. Yeah, I did cancel it. Oh my god, I just came to my mind. I had a resort booked. The only thing I was missing was flight. I had a car booked. I had a resort booked. I didn't have a park ticket. Tickets weren't on sale at the time. Disney wasn't selling them. I had everything booked. I was going to buy the flight and go down and meet up on the weekend, Thursday to Sunday. Wow, this past weekend, that's when it was. And, but he canceled it. But Suzanne knows when Pete's first trip to Disney, I'm going down just to hang out with everybody because that's the friendships and family we've built to this community. You do that for somebody. Okay, my wife's talking to Alexa now. The thing she decides to do, I'm hoping Russ, that's right. Russ is down there. Yes, hoping to run into Russ and say hello to him. Jeff's heard me say it a million times, and Marco, I'll tell you, when I had my heart attack, man, people from this community reached out more to me than what my family. Jeff down there still, asks every once in a while, but him, it was like every day. When my brother asked me once, and again, I say that he asked me. He didn't ask me. He asked my wife how I was doing. So I don't say we build friendships anymore in this community. We have built a family through this community. So yeah, I'm going to Disney to see family. This guy down below, his wife, his kids, and all the other, the rest of them.
Angela's not so great, but you'll probably enjoy meeting me. I
know I'll enjoy you. Suzanne, listen, I know because me and you we're two peas in one pot. I'm telling you, Suzanne says it all the time. Especially you're driving and you're you have no filter.
Yeah, driving's
somewhat of a filter, but
yeah.
What was it? Never mind. I'll say it off stream because there was something you said on one of your streams, but it was like, what the hell? And I'll ask you about it too. I need to know. But you know what? It's 2 hours. Suzanne just walked in with food. I don't think we have to go around the horn because everybody is already. Same people have been watching. You all know when Jeff's on. You all know when Marco's on or posted. Marco just posted a video.
I did actually post a video this week.
It was I watched it. I was very intrigued about what the British want you to do with fireworks. Listen, the thing had more views on your stream than what I get on some of mine. So I am not knocking it for sure. We might not have met in person, but I consider you guys as family. Thank you, Wendy. Wendy, we all do. It's weird. It really is. Steve said it to me face to face the first time I ever met him. He doesn't understand why people feel this way about, certain people, like Jeff, probably doesn't understand why, I feel what I do for him. It is what it is. It's the way, it's the way we are. There's a reason behind everything.
Yep.
On that said, guys, everybody, thank you. Everybody that showed in. Rob, Mark, Jeff, Walt, thank you again for making the stream fun. And Saturday is another meet and greet or get to know a very young channel. I don't even think she has 100 subscribers yet. She's trying to get there. Her name is Courtney. It's Courtney Small World out of the UK. Young channel. She's on, I found her through Pete's Facebook page. So you know what? I'm going to interview her, get her out there. She does some box opening and stuff. That's what she's been doing, some vlogs from the UK. So we'll get to meet her and spread some joy and welcome her into this community. Until then, make sure you tune into Jeff's stream on. Go ahead, Jeff. When the hell are you streaming?
Well, we'll be on Thursday with Myers and the Mouse.
That's it. Yeah.
At 5, and then we have our Saturday show at 11. I'll also be on tonight with Hitchhiking Bones. So.
Oh, and we were on together yesterday watching football. And the Patriots got robbed, completely robbed. No, they didn't. The quarterback just sucks. Completely idiot, bonehead.
They show a lot of promise with their new quarterback, though. He looked pretty good.
Yeah, he looked great with his 2 picks.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
He could really throw that ball to the other team.
Yeah, he could. He hit everybody on that field, literally. On that note,
you gotta realize, from my standpoint,
from the Steelers,
this is great. This is great for the Steelers, right?
It is. So. It's great. It's great for the NFL that Patriots are going downhill.
Yeah.
You can admit one thing to me right now, Jeff. Cam Newton plays that game yesterday. Patriots win. Defense held their own. You don't think so?
No. I think it's closer. I don't think they win though.
Oh, come on. I think they win that game yesterday. With Cam Newton, I'm
sorry. If
Kansas City's offense is going to play the same way. Their defense might have had to change a little bit.
If Cam Newton's playing, I think I think Mahomes raises his game up a level too, though, because he knows that competition.
But so does the Pats defense.
We can agree to disagree.
It's a football, and we just started a 3rd-hour stream. We're going to talk NFL now. Welcome in, everybody.
Sorry, Mark.
We have the moderator sitting on the side of me here because, it is NFL. It is American football, not that British thing they play out there, which I do, if I am correct, and I've asked Marco, I don't think Marco is a soccer fan.
No, I'm not.
No, not one bit. No. And here I am thinking everybody out there was, but no, there's 2 Americans here that have coached it. This guy down there and me, myself. And yet we have the Brit who, read and watch this white ball being hit backwards by a paddle. I don't understand. We'll leave that for another stream. Guys, thank you, Marco. Thank you again for coming on. You are more than welcome every Tuesday, buddy. I'll keep sending you the link whenever you want to come on. I appreciate you being here. Jeff, as always, my good friend.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Everybody stay healthy, stay safe, stay positive. We'll see you Saturday and whenever else.